Normally, ice hockey leagues start in the fall, as the weather gets colder and the sweaters the players put on every night become necessary. Normally, hockey is an American and Northern European sport, unbeknown to Asia and the Middle East. Normally, hockey players use their summers to train for the upcoming professional season. But this is Israel, and Israel is anything but normal. It's May 31st, 2022, the first day of Sivan 𝗵𝗃. We're minutes away from kicking off one of the most exciting summer hockey leagues in the world. The weather's getting warmer, and unlike the Canadian ponds, lakes, and rivers in October, the Mediterranean Sea is only getting warmer. The players are from all over the world, including right here in Israel. They're here not just because they love this sport, but because they love this country. This league is special. The players you're about to watch chose to spend their summer growing hockey in the desert. It's the same attitude this country's founding fathers had over 70 years ago. They left the four corners of the world to a land that had nothing, and they made the desert bloom and built a thriving society. Speak to one of the league's commissioners, and they'll tell you how much they believe in this vision. Last year was an incredible success, with HC Tel Aviv taking home the championship on a sheet of ice that was barely suitable for 4-on-4. Now we're in One Ice Arena, a brand new Olympic-sized facility in the heart of Israel. Hockey is on the upswing here, driven both by American immigrants and Israelis who stumbled upon this crazy game. So these next 4 or so weeks, let's cheer these hockey trailblazers on. They're here to put on an unbelievable show, and I have every bit of confidence they'll deliver. Welcome to the Israel Elite Hockey League.
Tonight's IEHL broadcast is brought to you by Ponte FPV Drone Video, Pro Edge's Skate Sharpening, Hockey Central Shop in Krefeld, Germany, Transport Regent, Canada's finest moving company for over 20 years, and Positive Photography Store in Tel Aviv.
He play about the flex on him. Beats.com. He play by the flex on him.
Tonight's
Normally,
IEHL
ice
Okay. Good afternoon and welcome to One Ice Arena here in Moshav Tzfivot, right outside of Netanya. Today we've got HC Tel Aviv taking on the Bat Yam Dolphins in what is a crucial game for HC Tel Aviv, still looking for their first win of the season. They come into this one 0-4-0, defending last year's IEHL Cup. And a quick look at the standings will tell you pretty much the whole story. We saw this morning Cologne picking up the win against, Cologne falling to Jerusalem. So that gives Jerusalem 9 points. They're tied now with Cologne for second place, which means the fourth seeded now Bat Yam Dolphins. They've only played 3 games. They have 7 points coming into this one. A loss will separate Tel Aviv just a little bit further. Bat Yam wins today, they'll get 10 points and basically force Tel Aviv to win the remaining portion of their season. In goal tonight for Tel Aviv, we have number 30, 𝗂𝘀𝗺, who's had a tough start to the season. He's looked good at times, but still has not been able to find a win for his team. We saw him have a beautiful glove save in the team's last game, a 6-2 loss to HC Netanya. And on the other side, it's Artur Zillavyan making a second straight start for the Bat Yam Dolphins, coming in while 𝗵𝘃𝗀𝗏 is away in 𝗬𝗏 taking finals. Despite giving up 3 goals in their last win, which came on Monday, 8-3 against Tel Aviv, he looked outstanding. 2 shutout periods in the second and the third. As we look to get things going right here at One Ice. Glad you could join us on a Friday afternoon before Shabbat here in Israel, or early morning for those watching in the United States, Canada, and elsewhere around the globe. Rome will chip this one around 𝗀𝗨. Now a feed in front for Volas, and he scores! 19 seconds into the hockey game, it's Bat Yam breaking the ice, and it's 𝗵𝗵𝗆 picking up the first goal of the game. It's a great feed. I believe that was Nikita Lukin feeding it out in front. Yes, it was. Able to get around the defender and put it past the far pad of 𝗂𝘂𝗺, and an early lead for Bat Yam. Reeb having trouble with this one, and in comes Rome trying to pick it off, but Tel Aviv able to recover and clear the zone. Max Buzz will race after this one, no icing. Here's Ethan Werrick. Moving well against Voles and finding Bloom on right wing. Bloom threw the door open, and that'll draw a whistle. Werrick's looked really good in his last couple of games playing for Tel Aviv. He only got here this week, so this is only his 4th game out of the 5 Tel Aviv have played up to this point, including today. Tel Aviv playing in all 4 game days this week. A loss to Jerusalem on Sunday. Another loss to Bat Yam on Monday, and then a loss to Netanya on Wednesday. Here's a feed out in front, looking for Rome, and it went past the stick. Now we down low to 𝗂𝗏. In front of 𝗪ζiko, and it's chopped away. The way comes 𝗪𝘀𝗀𝗆. Taking off his stick, and it's 𝗪ζiko bringing it the other way, along with Ben 𝗂𝗏. A shot from 𝗪ζiko goes wide. He'll pick it up in the near circle. Back to the point for 𝗪𝗀. Sends one to the goal, and it's blocked away by 𝗨𝗏. Tel Aviv only dressing 4 defensemen tonight, as 𝗏𝗏 moves one in and throws one off of 𝗨𝗏. So are 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃. They have a short bench tonight as well. We'll read you their lineup when we get a chance, but before the game we were told by 𝗵𝗵𝗃 captain Cameron Angus that only 4 defensemen dressing tonight for their club. 𝗵𝗃𝗃 able to clear the zone from 𝗪𝗁𝗃. 4 defensemen being 𝗵𝗃𝗃 and 𝗃 and then 𝗏𝗏 and 𝗑𝗏 as �janello moves in for Tel Aviv. The back pass, and they score! 𝗕𝗫 his first goal of the season, and we have a tie hockey game. 𝗕𝗫 is 25 years old out of Russia. Had 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points in 6 games for the Petah Tikva Wings this season of the Israel Federation League. A really important goal for Tel Aviv, tying this game early at 1 apiece of a beautiful feed from Mike Ginello, the captain, 25 years old out of East Windsor, New Jersey. Ginello played D3 hockey for Farmington State University, had 7 goals and 9 assists for 16 points in 59 games played over his college career. Of course, we've mentioned at length his IEHL dominance last season, 19 goals and 17 assists in only 9 games played last season. 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃 looking for the answer. It's number 14, 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃 coming out of this one, sending one towards the goal, and it went through the crease. Sharing another with number 14, Noah Saunders today. His jersey reads 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃, but it's really 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃. The Russian making his IEHL debut. Turnover behind the net, it's 𝗏𝗏. Feet out in front, looking for Kislik, wouldn't get there. Churchborn up ahead, intended for Saunders. Got away from him, and 𝗵𝗃𝗃 couldn't reach that puck. Wearick missed it and shot by, I believe that was Noah Saunders on goal. Just patted aside. Here's Saunders again, and another save from Daniel Kreiner. And now the defenseman Maximilian Reeb goes down to the ice. His helmet caught up, and he's going to get up okay, but it looks like he was grabbing his arm. And now his mouth heading off. So it's Nikita Lukin going off for 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃, and the first power play of the game will go to HC Tel Aviv. You're going to see it again on the replay. Looks like Lukin got the shoulder into the head of Maximilian Reeb. Still grabbing his lip on the bench. It's only a 2-minute minor. Call is elbowing, and 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃 star player Nikita Lukin will sit for 2 minutes. I mentioned he played in the KHL for Dynamo Moscow. That's the team that had Alex Ovechkin on it during the NHL lockout. Also, Nicholas Backstrom and another NHLer, Leo Komarov. Wearick picks this one up and brings it into the zone. Working on Aviles and gets over the line and will be called back on an offside. Wearick takes this one, hands off to Kapulkin. Back to Wearick. Wearick looks for a lane to shoot. Swivels the hips and goes down low for Ginello. Ginello on the goal line, shoots one off the pad of 𝗬𝗏. 𝗬𝘃 stopping and starting. Brings it into the circle and curls away all the way over for 𝗬𝗏. 𝗬𝗏 back to 𝗬𝘃. Trying to drag around 𝗏, but he turned the puck over. 𝗏 with 𝗧𝗏 chasing back. 𝗏 goes down, and there's going to be a penalty. And now 𝗃𝗁𝗃 throws 𝗬𝘃 into the wall. It's going to be a power play coming up for 𝗵𝗏 as 𝗵 touches the puck and will get a whistle. 𝗃𝗁𝗃 getting tied up in the neutral zone. Interference, the call, even though 𝗏 had the puck. Interesting call. You could probably call hooking, but nevertheless, we'll have 4-on-4 for another 42 seconds. We saw 𝗬𝘃 get really frustrated after turning the puck over twice on the power play. That led to 2 shorthanded goals on Wednesday night against Netanya. Started throwing traffic cones out onto the ice, and he just left the bench with a couple seconds left in the game after giving up that final goal to Aviv Milner. Captain Cameron Angus wheels on his backhand around the end boards, and 𝗀𝗏 will pick this one up, but a good check by Daniel Marzico freed it back for 𝗵𝗏. That's off a turnover. Feeds one, looking down low to go for 𝗏, but a good play by 𝗏 to stand up to it and block it away. Angus throws it right back on goal, and 𝗏 will have to regroup. Lukin steps out of the box. 5-on-4 power play for another minute, 13 seconds. But here is Galiev. Galiev trying to go in front. The backhand by Rive goes wide, but there's going to be another penalty. It's going to be a hook against Nikita Lukin, and he skates right back to the penalty box. We're going to see it again. Not much of a hook there. Maybe you could call it trip. Getting the stick near the legs of Timur Galiev, but nevertheless, we'll play 4-on-4 again for a minute 5, then a 55-second power play for Tel Aviv. It's the corner. It's Jake 𝗫𝗏 sending one along the edge of the boards and out of the zone. Here's 𝗏𝗏. Taken away by 𝗀𝗏. Good play to stand up along his blue line, and then he sends Ethan 𝗬𝘃 back in with it. 𝗬𝘃 trying to cut to the middle, hand up for 𝗏, and a save is made by 𝗬𝗏. The other way comes Hovles. He cuts to the middle. Hovles a shot and a pad save by Daniel Kreiner. Hit along the wall. 𝗏 was the one going down, but he tried to lay the hit on Voles, but now it's 𝗃𝗁𝗃 the other way for Tel Aviv. Caught him in the skates of now. He arrived the follow-up, and he whistled one wide. 𝗬𝗏 looking to cover, but his teammates have other plans. Here's 𝗬𝗏 getting around the check of 𝗏. 𝗬𝗏 a shot, it went wide. If you're 𝗏 stepping up in the neutral zone, you have to make that play, and now it's 𝗵𝗏 getting some offensive zone time. 𝗏 likes to step up. He did it again there. But if you miss the check, you miss the body or the stick check, then your team is caught defensively. Here's a chance for 𝗃𝗁𝗃. He scores! A turnaround shot by Ariel 𝗃𝗁𝗃, and Tel Aviv now in the driver's seat. It's 2-1. Great transition by Tel Aviv. Janello picks that one up through the neutral zone, and he finds 𝗃𝗁𝗃 cutting into the net, and wow, that's definitely a candidate for the IEHL goal of the season. A backhand over the right shoulder of Artur Zelavian. Tel Aviv's first lead of the afternoon.
Goal for Aviv, scored by number
𝗵𝗏 the other way. It's Belyayev. He shoots one from the wing and a blocker save by Kreiner. 𝗧𝗏 the other way onto the stick of Janello. Janello's shot is stuffed, and it ends up in the protective netting. go down as a power play goal. It was after the 4-on-4 expired. Nikita Lukin back on the bench. And we're back to 5-a-side with 7:44 left in the first period. That puck was deflected on the right side of the ice, so face-off will be to the right of 𝗬𝗏. Janello. Until this one, it was up in the air. He'll pick it up in the corner. Thrown to the boards by Michael Katz. Comes around to Janello, and he can't handle it. Saunders on his backhand. Looks up there to 𝗧𝗵𝗺 with a good keep. Tilson will hoist this one ahead. No one there to get it for 𝗵𝗏. So it's the defenseman Max Buzz playing it ahead. 𝗧𝗏 the intercept in the neutral zone. See 𝗏𝗏 coming, but he's able to hold the puck. Good play by 𝗧𝗏, and he sends it around the boards. Out of the reach of 𝗬𝗏, so it comes to Janello. All the way around, Buzz will reach this one at the far point. Sent it as far as 𝗧𝗏. Backhand cleared by 𝗬𝗏born. Now Janello taken down, no penalty. Janello finally back to his feet as Max Buzz recollects for Tel Aviv. Now up ahead, it's 𝗪𝗻. 𝗪𝗻 a shot, and he hit the side of the net. Trying to backhand feed out in front, but no one there to pick it up for Tel Aviv. But now it's Bloom coming in from the point to get it deep. Bloom knocks this one out of the air. Lay down with a high stick. The next touch was a 𝗵𝗏 stick. So they'll get possession and eventually launch it into the Tel Aviv bench. 6:16 left to play here in the first period. 2-1 hockey game. Tel Aviv with a rare lead this season. 2-1. Will clear the zone, and it's 𝗂𝗏 back to get it. Rome will deflect this one in. Max Ryan will play it. Missing defenseman for 𝗵𝗏's Rome fan on that one. 𝗂𝗏 in to get it. Rollers around, centering feed out in front. Lukin a turning shot, and it went high. 𝗂𝗏 throwing one towards the goal, deflected wide again. Lukin stood up. Bloom putting on the check, and now Kyle 𝗪𝗻 the other way. Backhand feed to nobody, 𝗪𝗁, and Bloom missed it, but 𝗪𝗁 able to get back and keep possession for Tel Aviv. Bloom a shot off the leg of his teammate 𝗪𝗁. Boles. Back to Rome. Rome in over the line, trying to drag around 𝗏𝗏. 𝗏𝗏 held him off for a second. Rome picked it back up. Picked it back up behind 𝗀𝗏, but he couldn't get a shot in. Now 𝗵𝗏 will get it deep. Ryan ahead to Janello. Comes back to Janello off the feed from Timur Galiev. Janello a shot off the glove of 𝗬𝗏. Now a whistle. It went off the mask of 𝗬𝗏 as the referee adjusted. We mentioned, I was saying before, the 4 defensemen for 𝗵𝗏 dress tonight. Missing a couple key players. They're missing Stanislav Ratner, the 48-year-old Ukrainian on defense, as well as Sheldon Levy. That's a whole defense partner gone tonight for the 𝗵𝗏 Dolphins. And 𝗧𝗵𝗵 throws one to the goal. It was bouncing behind 𝗬𝗏, and he's able to cover. Also no Jacob Goodman tonight for 𝗵𝗏. Not here either. As a high hit now, 𝗵𝗃 down on the ice. This is going to be another penalty against 𝗵𝗏. hit to the head by Michael Katz. A bad penalty to take. His team's down 2-1. 𝗵𝘃𝗀𝗀𝗵𝗶𝗿𝗀𝗺 and 𝗬𝗀𝗪 power play forwards. For Tel Aviv, they have Janello, also a forward, and 𝗪𝘁, a defenseman at the points. Four forwards, one defense. That's commonplace on most power plays. Tel Aviv employing it here. 𝗪𝘃 behind the goal. Feeds it out to 𝗵𝘃𝗀 and bounce over his stick. 𝗪𝘁 fakes the drive. 𝗵𝘃𝗀 over to Janello, drifts into the circle. Sends it out in front for 𝗵𝘃𝗀 and he shot it wide. Galiev working hard behind the net. Eventually comes back for Janello. All the way over to 𝗵𝘃𝗀. With a shot, a save. Rebound chance is also stopped by 𝗬𝗪, and he'll finally get the cover. Early puck movement by Tel Aviv on that power play. 𝗵𝗏𝗃 making some personnel changes. It's Lucan, Angus, Lopez, and Tilson. Penalty killing unit for 𝗵𝗏𝗃. Has 1 minute 25 left of work. 𝗵𝗏𝗃 gets it clear. Janello right side to 𝗪𝘃. 𝗪𝘃. Back in front for 𝗪𝘃, and he couldn't get the shot on. Logan plays catch with Galiev, sends it back to the point for 𝗧𝗏. Shot from 𝗧𝗏 is stopped by Lucan. Tel Aviv able to regain control. 𝗵𝘃𝗀𝗀. Down low to Galiev. All the way around for 𝗪𝘃. 𝗪𝘃 got in front looking for 𝗵𝘃𝗀𝗀. Couldn't get a shot on. Developed by Janello, and he shot it wide. Might have got a piece of 𝗬𝗪. 𝗪𝘃 drops it back. 𝗧𝗏 feeds one down low. Lets in from Galiev, not on goal. Janello couldn't handle this one at the point, so it's 𝗬𝗏 racing after 𝗧𝗏. Puck's in the air. It's an offside play, so Tel Aviv will regroup in their own end with 16 seconds left in the power play. 𝗪𝘃 lost the puck at the blue line. Turns one down low for Janello. Janello coming out in front. Sends it back to point for 𝗏. 𝗪𝘃. As Katz steps out onto the ice. Janello has Katz coming to him, but he's able to get it to 𝗏. 𝗏 a shot, never made it through. Feet ahead for 𝗵𝗏𝗪. He dips the shoulder, goes behind the goal. Still with the puck is 𝗵𝗏𝗪. That was backhand a shot through everybody. Went through the crease and wide. Janello can't clear. Kept in the zone by Daniel 𝗪𝗁𝗀, or so he thought. He fumbled the puck and has to come back into the neutral zone where Jake Nary will help him bring it back over the line. 𝗪𝗁𝗀 shot, and it's patted aside. Kiss him now. Trying to go ahead for 𝗀, but a step up by 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃 at the red line turned the puck over. 𝗬𝗏. 𝗀 rides him off. Now sent ahead for Kistler. Drop feed intended for Ungerman. Poked away by Nary. But 𝗵𝗏𝗆 hoisted into the offensive zone where Max Buzz will play it. 𝗬𝗏. Centering feed for Nary in the slot. Didn't see the puck coming. Then able to chip in on the second effort behind the goal. Here's Max 𝗏. Turns away from pressure. Good backhand feed to himself to get away from more roam, but good play in the defensive zone by Jake Nary to pick it off and send 𝗪𝗁𝗀 the other way. The drop for Rome. Rome trying to center out in front. It comes to 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃, sending one to the goal, and 𝗪𝗁𝗀 couldn't get a stick on it. Back in front to 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃, and he whipped on that. It went wide, and I believe we're going to get a stoppage because the net came off. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃, 34 years old, out of Russia. 6 goals and 7 assists for 13 points in 27 games for the 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀 Devils. of the Israel Federation League over 3 seasons in play. Also a member of 𝗵𝗵𝗆 last summer. No goals and 3 assists for 8 points last season. Seems stumbling on his skates a little bit this season. He got a good shot on goal. He had a lot of net to shoot at, missed all of it. Winding down in the first period, 33 seconds left. 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗵 gets it back to the point. Vetter trying to get it over, but it's picked off by 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗵. He's in on a breakaway. He's stopped by Daniel Kreiner. Strong blocker save to preserve a lead by the Israeli goaltender Daniel Kreiner. Clock will run out here in the first period from One Ice Arena. It's Tel Aviv taking a lead into the first intermission. It's a late hit by Kapulkin. See that breakaway again from 𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗵. Good vision by Daniel Kreiner tracking that puck. We'll take a quick break and be right back for the second period right here from One Ice. Welcome back to One Ice Arena for the second period between 𝗵𝗃 Tel Aviv and the בת-ים Dolphins. As much as Tel Aviv needs this win, so does בת-ים, with now Jerusalem bearing down on them. They beat Cologne 11-5 in the early morning game today. And Phil Bushbacher, as we mentioned many times in that game, is heading home tonight. Played half the season and finished it with 16 goals. Here's Nikita Lukin. He's ridden off by 𝗧𝗏. Lukin picks this one up and scores! Daniel Kreiner came way out of his goal. He thought his defenseman would win that battle. But a strong play by Nikita Lukin has tied it for the Dolphins. Kreiner thought that 𝗀𝗏 was going to edge out Nikita Lukin, but a strong second effort by the Russian forward who used to play in the KHL. Was able to get an easy one around Daniel Kreiner. That's one Kreiner would like to have back. Zuckerman having some words with 𝗺𝗏𝗏. It's important to note the referee tonight is Sam Klein, this afternoon rather. First female referee we're seeing in the IEHL, and here's a pickoff, and now Voles in on goal. He's stopped by 𝗁𝘁. A big, important save by Daniel 𝗁𝘁. Holds on to the tie with 𝗵𝗺𝗻 buzzing early in the second period, and that's a great move by 𝗂𝘀, and an even better one by 𝗁𝘁, sticking with him. A hard push from left to right, and he got it with a blocker. His face off is 𝗵𝗶𝗆 for Tel Aviv, sending it ahead for 𝗁𝘁, and then all the way across for 𝗂𝗪. 𝗂𝗪 able to step around the defenseman. 𝗂𝗪 behind the net, wrapping one out in front, and he scores! What a play by Mike 𝗂𝗪. 𝗵𝗺𝗻 upset. They thought the net was off, and that should disqualify the goal. As 𝗵𝗶𝗆 falling on celebration, but it's Mike 𝗂𝗪 coming to play, and it's a 3-2 lead for HC Tel Aviv. Didn't see it on the replay there, but a great move getting around the defenseman Michael Katz, and then just able to stuff it behind the goaltender 𝗬𝗏. Got to be quick behind the net to pull that wraparound off, and 𝗂𝗪 was able to open up his skates and get his arms all the way around the post. Good discussion about this goal, perhaps talking about the post coming off. It looked like the post was still on its moorings when 𝗂𝗪 put the puck in. If the post was off its moorings, then the goal would be disqualified, but the referee is making the judgment call that it was on. And for now, it looks like we have a good goal. 𝗂𝗪 now talking to the referees along with 𝗪. Instead, actually, with a player going to the penalty box, it's number 22, Ariel Kapolkin, the 23-year-old out of Ramat Gan here in Israel. We didn't receive official word from the referees. Ariel Kapolkin in the box.
By number 19, Michael 𝗂𝗪. And penalty.
The score is stable. What the call is 𝗵𝗶𝗆 goes to get this one.
And penalty for HC Tel Aviv, number 22, Ariel Kapolkin, delay of game.
Very correctly, they said roughing. Nevertheless, it's 2-minute power play for HC Tel Aviv, but it's 𝗵𝗺𝗻 bringing it, for 𝗵𝗺𝗻, as that one goes in on 𝗁𝘁. He never had it covered, but the whistle comes anyway, and referee apologizing for a premature whistle. Digs this one out of the pile up in the face-off circle. Now he'll get it on the right side of it. Back to the point for 𝗫𝗏. Steps and shoots one in wide of the right post. Angus pinching in. Able to keep the play alive. It comes towards the crease and it's batted away, but right onto the stick of 𝗫𝗏. Sends it over for Lukin. Lukin looking for a shot, has none along the goal line. It comes back to the point. Rome sends one that dribbles wide of 𝗁𝘁. Lukin again. For 𝗂𝘀. Back for Angus. He shoots one and a save by 𝗁𝘁. Good job by 𝗁𝘁, even though he's a little deep in his crease, able to pick that one out through traffic and make a strong save and get a whistle with 56 seconds to go on the Ariel Kapolkin minor. sends it down to 𝗪𝘳𝗀. It's punched away by 𝗏𝗏. Trying to get out of the zone, but kept in by 𝗓𝗏. Angus a shot through traffic, blocked in front by 𝗵𝗼, and he'll get on his horse. 𝗵𝗼 1-on-3, recognizing that, will dump it in and chase after it. 𝗵𝗏 lost the puck at the blue line, and it's Tel Aviv getting another clear. Now down to 20 seconds left in the Ariel Kapulkin minor. 𝗏𝗏 able to pick this puck up, send it around for his defense partner 𝗧𝗏. Good pinch by Angus. Keeps it in momentarily, but then 𝗏𝗏 gets the clear. Whistle on a high stick, and that'll bring the faceoff outside. Faceoff controlled by 𝗵𝗏 as Kapulkin steps onto the ice. He'll head straight for the bench. Noah Saunders shoots one into the glove of Daniel Kreiner. Noah Saunders has been a good depth forward for these 𝗵𝗏 Dolphins. 2 assists in 24 games played for Kirkwood High School in 2017-18. But here's a 2-on-0 the other way. In front, a try for Kyle Ungerman, unsuccessful. Couldn't get it around the pad of Artur Zhilavyin. Out there alone with Ethan Bloom, and Bloom passed up the shot. Another chance for Bloom, throwing it across for 𝗏𝗏. Now onto the stick of Kapulkin. Kapulkin down low for 𝗏𝗏. Centering feed out in front, unsuccessful. Tilson trying to clear the zone, but it only comes back to the blue line where Max Buzz sent it back down low. Comes back to Buzz. He shoots in a pad save into the corner by Zhilavyin. 𝗏𝗏 on his backhand in front. They score! Ariel Kapulkin's second goal of the game makes it 4-2 Tel Aviv. What a beautiful play by HC Tel Aviv. We'll see it here on the replay. Just great puck movement, and then beautiful backhand feed to Ariel Kapulkin, and Artur Zhilavyin had no chance. Face-off controlled by Tel Aviv.
Goal for Tel Aviv, scored by number 22.
Janello races it after this one.
Assisted by number 61.
Behind the goal. 𝗏𝗏 calling for it out in front, but he kept it himself. Janello gets the spin cycle going, goes right back behind the net. 𝗏𝗏 looking to go out in front for Kapulkin, but it was broken up and brought the other way by 𝗵𝗏. Here's Gleb Kvoles. Kvoles, a shot through the legs of 𝗏𝗏 is stopped. The rebound in front for Rome, and he couldn't direct it on goal. Janello lead pass looking for Kapulkin, broken up by Lukin and Jake 𝗓𝗏. Kvoles all the way over for Lukin. Lukin centering one out in front, nobody there for 𝗵𝗏. They clear the zone, and Khanukhayev, he's given a ride by Galiev. And now Tel Aviv taking over in the offensive zone. Janello out in front, they score! Timur Galiev has his second goal of the game. Tel Aviv's got the offense going this afternoon. They lead it 5-2. That's a great job by Mike Janello, putting on the pressure, and then a beautiful feed across to Galiev. No one back for 𝗵𝗏. Tel Aviv must be asking themselves, where has this been all season? And It's coming against a good Bat-Yam team. Of course, we mentioned they're without a couple of their defensemen. Tel Aviv flying in the first half of this hockey game. As a collision, and the blue line will cause this one to be offside. First time this season, Tel Aviv has put up 5 goals. They had 1 in their opening night game against Cologne. Then 3 in a 4-3 loss to Jerusalem. They had 2 on Wednesday night against Netanya, and only 3 on Monday against these Dolphins. But a completely different story this afternoon. As Kislyk walks in, he shoots one wide of 𝗬𝗏. Zico went over the line, shot one off the pad of Kreiner, and it bounces right into his glove, and he'll cover up. Daniel Kreiner played Division III Finnish hockey this season with a team called 𝗪𝗓𝗄 75. He was 3-0, had a .900 save percentage, 3.78 goals against average. Played his entire Israeli Federation career with the Petach Tikva Wings. Tipped in by Ethan Werik. Eventually sent out of the zone by the Dolphins, and here's Jacob Churchborn. In on right wing. Centering feed out in front, intended for Saunders, went over his head. Werik stood up, 𝗏𝗏 stood up by Michael Katz, trying to move that puck out of his own blue line. Here is Ethan Werik poking it away from Tilson. 𝗏𝗏 has to get onside. 𝗏𝗏 gets around 𝗏𝗏, but 𝗏𝗏 threw his stick out and tripped him up. That's going to be a penalty. Once the feet stop moving, you get into a whole lot of trouble, and 𝗏𝗏 took a penalty there. It's a good play by 𝗏𝗏 getting around him, but he just stops skating. Tries to chop at that puck, but he chops at his legs instead, and that's a tripping minor every single day of the week, including Friday. Important power play coming up for Bat-Yam, trailing by 3 goals with 8:16 left in the third period. But now shorthanded opportunity the other way. Janello racing after this one. It's going to be 𝗬𝗏 getting to it first, but he threw it right to Werik in his goal crease. Janello, though, can't get around 𝗏𝗏, so Bat-Yam will start a counterattack. Looking to drop for 𝗏𝗏. 𝗏𝗏 cuts to the outside, but fell down as Max Buzz was defending. Deflected on goal, and now 𝗏𝗏 a shot and a save by Kreiner. Takes about 30 seconds off the 𝗏𝗏 minor. Good chance in front for 𝗏𝗏. First Bat-Yam goal of the game, only 19 seconds in. The power play continues. Here is 𝗏𝗏. Feeds it to Nauri. Down low to 𝗏𝗏, up top to 𝗏𝗏. Shot is patted aside by Kreiner, sitting in the crease and eventually cleared away. Bloom gets it over to Janello. Janello alone into the offensive zone. Bloom comes to join him, but it's taken by 𝗏𝗏, and then fed ahead to Lukin. 4-on-2 for Bat-Yam over the line. 𝗏𝗏, shot is blocked in front. Gets his own rebound and threw it again off the legs of Max Buzz. Lukin over to Nauri. Nauri steps and shoots, blocked by Janello, sliding on that one. Orome now feeds one out in front. 𝗏𝗏 shoots, he scores! A power play goal for Artem 𝗏𝗏. And it's a 5-3 Tel Aviv lead. Tel Aviv got caught puck watching behind the net, and no one picked up Artem 𝗏𝗏 right in the slot, and he ripped one over the blocker of Daniel Kreiner, an important goal for 𝗵𝗏, and we'll see if that leads to any sort of momentum swing. They put up 8 goals against Tel Aviv the last time these two teams met. Now trailing 5-3. 𝗨𝗵𝗹𝗺 realized he has to go get that puck. Sent one ahead. 𝗵𝗏 was cutting in behind the defense, but good play by Ben 𝗵𝗏𝗺 to get back and break it up. 𝗃𝗁 up ahead for 𝗵𝗏𝗺. Ends up behind Daniel Kreiner, and now Ungerman will look to break one out. It's chopped down by Marziko. 𝗬𝗏𝗺 back to get it. Curls back for 𝗨𝗵𝗺 with time and space. 𝗵𝗺 likes to play some offense. Here he is now, shooting one that gets muffled by Michael Katz. 𝗵𝗺 gets back on defense now and moves his puck ahead to Ungerman. Pass ahead of him though, so Michael Katz able to turn things around for 𝗵𝗏𝗺. This pass is launched all the way down intended for 𝗃𝗁, but now 𝗬𝗏𝗺 picks this one up with Galiev. 𝗬𝗏𝗺, a shot, he scores! Whew, that wrist shot had some whip on it. 6-3 Tel Aviv. Wow, what a shot by Ethan 𝗬𝗏𝗺. It's poor gap control by Michael Katz. Letting 𝗬𝗏𝗺 just walk in. He's extremely dangerous, and if you're the goaltender, Artur Zilavyan, there's not much you could do on that shot. That was labeled for the bottom left corner of the net. Tanukayev chicks one back towards the goal, and 𝗵𝗏𝗺 now finding themselves again in a 3-goal hole. Saunders pins Janello to the boards. Picked off by 𝗃𝗀𝗆 in the neutral zone. He run into Saunders. No penalty. Janello doesn't like it. He shoves Saunders down. It looked like a knee-on-knee hit. That's what Janello's saying, pointing to his knee, but the referee disagrees. It looked like that from our vantage point, too. Doesn't look intentional from Saunders, but he got himself in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he sent 𝗃𝗀𝗆 to the ice, and that could have been very dangerous. You saw the leg fly out for Ariel 𝗃𝗀𝗆 as he went down to the ice, and Janello immediately trying to respond. Referees let it slide, and we play 5-a-side. Here's Orov. He shoots one, and it's saved by Kreiner. .435 left in the second period. Nari fakes the drive, gives to Voles. Voles out in front for Lukin, and a shot is blocked on its way to the goal. Voles again sends it across to Lukin, and that shot snapped his stick. Prime opportunity for Lukin. He absolutely shanked his stick. He's actually going all the way back to the dressing room to get a new one. Unfortunately, no equipment managers on the bench. So a little extended break for Lukin. Tel Aviv controlling the offensive zone. It's Janello. Will Saucer that one to the corner. Sent the other way quickly though by 𝗵𝗏𝗺. Good play by Nari, turning it the other way. Angus has to deal with that broken stick. He sends it in front for Voles, and he shot it wide. Still behind the goal. In front, a chance for 𝗵𝗏𝗺, and he sent it wide. Lukin back on the bench with a new stick as this play is called back. It'll be a face-off team in the Tel Aviv zone. Lukin had a chance and a prime scoring opportunity. He would have forced Greiner to come all the way to his left, but that's it, snapped in half. We play on. Here's 𝗲𝗲𝗺 trying to kick this one ahead. He gets it around 𝗏𝗏, but tilts it back for the Dolphins. Almost turned it over to 𝗬𝗏. It comes instead to 𝗬𝗏 for 𝗵𝗏𝗃. 𝗬𝗏 comes to the outside, shoots one off the leg of 𝗧𝗏. Gets this one back, and it's pushed to the corner. That's a drive, and it's deflected up high. Well, a friendly skate for Daniel Greiner, but luckily for him, he didn't have to make a save. 𝗏𝗏 throws 𝗬𝗏 to the wall, and 𝗃𝗁 will go back to get it. 𝗃𝗁 trying to get it ahead. We haven't seen much of him in this game. Angus tried to go through the legs of 𝗏𝗏, but he got his hand in between his legs and broke it up. 𝗏𝗏 back the other way. 𝗏𝗏 goes behind the goal, watched by 𝗏𝗏. Tries to wheel one down low for 𝗬𝗏, but it was intercepted and placed out of the zone by 𝗏𝗏. Now 𝗬𝗏 having some words with Michael 𝗏𝗏. There was a late hit thrown. Two players still talking as 𝗲𝗲𝗺 brings it back in for Tel Aviv. 𝗲𝗲𝗺 sends one on goal, and it's blocked up and into the netting by 𝗃𝗁. 𝗏𝗏 and 𝗬𝗏 still having words. Now an extended pile up near the Tel Aviv bench. Referee Sam Klein is going to call them both. So 𝗏𝗏 and 𝗬𝗏 get coincidental roughing minors, and I think if you're 𝗵𝗏𝗃, that's a player you definitely want off the ice for 2 minutes. Unfortunately for 𝗵𝗏𝗃, though, it's one of the 4 defensemen they have. It is 𝗏𝗏 and 𝗬𝗏 still talking in the penalty box. 𝗏𝗏 threw his helmet and gloves and sticks off. Still chirping with Ethan 𝗬𝗏. Now 𝗏𝗏 challenging 𝗬𝗏 inside the penalty box. 𝗬𝗏 having a bit of a laugh. 𝗏𝗏 is not amused. Mentioned the extensive resume of Ethan 𝗬𝗏. Michael 𝗏𝗏. Not have the experience 𝗬𝗏 has, but they'll both sit in the box, both important players for their team. We'll skate for a side. Rival will go back to get this one. He sends one ahead for Bloom, trying to touch pass on for 𝗲𝗲𝗺, but it got away from him, so 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗏 will bring one back. 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗏 trying to dip around 𝗏𝗏, but taken away by Bloom. He tries to send 𝗲𝗲𝗺 on his way, but it's 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗏 bringing it back for 𝗵𝗏𝗃. Here's 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗏, he shoots one and he scores! 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗏 finds the top corner one more time. He's got another one here tonight. It's 6-4. Again, the defenseman Maximilian Rive got caught puck watching, and the rest of the Tel Aviv team not back quick enough to defend Artem 𝗵𝗏𝗃𝗏. A factor in his IEHL debut. And just like that, it's a 2-goal hockey game with 1:48 to go in the second period.
Scored by number 14, Noel Sanders, and assisted by number 80.
Sent ahead for Galiev. The outside, he shoots one over the post. 𝗧𝗏 feeds one down low. Galiev will beat this one behind the net. It's punched away by 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏. Lukin bats his puck out of the air. It comes to the goaltender 𝗧𝗏. Almost turned it over, but it comes back now to 𝗏𝗏𝗃. He shoots one on goal, deflected on goal, and a save by 𝗧𝗏. Still digging for it in the crease until 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗆 able to get the cover. Some tense moments for the young Russian goaltender playing in his second IEHL game. It's been a tough one compared to his last time out tonight, or this afternoon rather, allowing 6 goals to Tel Aviv, a team he beat, while only allowing 3 goals. Tel Aviv with a nearly full bench finally got in their act together. Defending champions playing like champions today, up 6-4. They are without 33-year-old Israeli defenseman Orion Cohen. Ethan Gerfinkel and Nathaniel Gibson also not on the bench today. For 𝗵𝗃 Tel Aviv, is a good defensive play by 𝗪𝗏, able to just swipe that puck off of Lukin's stick. That's a young defenseman going up against a very experienced forward in Nikita Lukin. Janello in over the line, the drop pass. There's a shot and a pad save. The rebound for 𝗧𝗏, and he couldn't pick it up on the other side. Now 𝗏𝗏 diving out to block that one, and able to keep it away from Lukin and Voles. But Voles brings it in with 20 seconds left. The drop for Lukin. Lukin a shot, and it whistles over the post. 𝗏𝗏 hit late by Michael Katz out of the bench, and now Katz having words with 𝗏𝗏. Now Janello coming to the defense of his young teammate, and looks like Katz is going to head right back to the penalty box. This time he's not joined by a counterpart for Tel Aviv. So a power play coming up for Tel Aviv with only 9.4 seconds left in the second period. Unless they can find a quick goal, it will carry over to the third. And an ill-advised penalty for Michael Katz to take at this stage of the game. Now Janello challenging Katz from the penalty box. Katz put a late hit on Ethan Bloom, and the referees and Palmer teammates trying to settle the pace here. It's a tight hockey game. The good one at that, 6-4 Tel Aviv leads as the second period is dying down. A reminder as we get closer to the break is now 𝗏𝗏 talking to the Tel Aviv bench. Gets involved to separate 𝗏𝗏 from the rest of the Tel Aviv players. Reminder that there's going to be no Zamboni break at the conclusion of this period, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for what should be an exciting third period. Also, mark your calendars for Tuesday night's All-Star game. That's going to be 9:15 Israel time. The best Israeli players in the IEHL taking on the best players from the rest of the world, and there are a lot of good ones. That'll be the next broadcast we have here from One Ice Arena at the conclusion of this one. Now the penalty box, Michael Katz having words with his captain, Cameron Angus. Trying to settle him down. Is now a steal with 5 seconds left. Here is 𝗪𝗂. One last chance. The backhand and a save by Kreiner. And that will do it. An exciting finish to the second period. When we come back, Tel Aviv will stay on the power play. 1:50 left on the Michael Katz roughing minor. And he's still going at it in the penalty box. We'll be right back. Welcome back to One Ice Arena here in 𝗪𝗏𝗺 here in Israel. Tel Aviv going to start this period with a minute 50 power play. They lead this game 6-4. 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃 towards the end of the second period was getting into it with 𝗵𝗃𝗺, then through a late hit on 𝗨𝗵𝗺 as this was going to be called back on an offside. Lost the center a little bit, so back-to-back roughing minors. Pretty good moment to mention the leadership team of 𝗵𝗏𝗹𝗺 Dolphins, 𝗨𝗏𝗺 and Cameron Angus. Both seen talking to 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃 and their teammates really throughout this entire season. And the leaders both on and off the ice for this team that is yet to lose in regulation. There's a good save by 𝗪𝗏𝗺 and he covers it up. 𝗵𝗏𝗹𝗺 coming into this game playing the least amount of games so far in the IEHL. They come in 2-0-1. That one loss coming in a shootout against HC Netanya exactly 1 week ago. There's a drive by 𝗏𝗺, it's blocked up and into the protective netting. Started the season with a 4-3 win against the Lone Vipers. Then that loss, as we mentioned, 5-4 to Netanya, and then the 8-3 win earlier this week against Tel Aviv. 𝗪𝗏𝗺 closes that bench door just in time, but Tel Aviv able to keep possession. 𝗪𝗏 comes out in front. Trips to the middle, but he's defended well by Luke, and a shot from 𝗪𝗏 goes wide and through the crease. Now a 2-on-1 the other way. 𝗨𝗵𝗺 got caught. 𝗂𝗏𝗺 back to Luke, and he shoots one, and he scores! Hit the back post behind Daniel Kreiner, and it's a 1-goal game. Nikita Lukin going to the top shelf. Kreiner looks like he got back, but he was able to find that tiny hole over his shoulder, and he absolutely roofed that one. So they were down 6-3 at one point. It's going to be a short-handed goal for Nikita Lukin. 𝗪𝗏𝗺 didn't realize his team still killing a penalty. They have 57 seconds left to work. But a mistake by 𝗨𝗵𝗺 cost his team yet another goal. At 1 point up 6-3, it's now a 6-5 hockey game. 𝗪𝗏𝗺 works around Tilson. Feeds it back to the point, and Ribe can't handle it. 𝗨𝗏𝗺 will hustle back to put the pressure on Maximilian Ribe. Janello moves ahead. Back check from 𝗨𝗏𝗺, unsuccessful. Janello still with the puck as he drifts behind the goal. Back to the point now for 𝗧𝗏. Sends to Janello. Janello comes out in front, shoots one off the glove of Artur Zillavyan. Janello sends it down low as 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃 steps back out onto the ice. He's replaced by Cameron Angus. Janello. Drop pass intended for Ribe, but read well by 𝗨𝗏𝗺. Tel Aviv will have to regroup in the neutral zone. Janello goes off for a change. 𝗧𝗏 up on right wing to Galiev. Galiev lost the puck. Ethan Ŵęrek. Over the line to the outside. Goes behind the goal off a check from 𝗬𝘁, sends it back to win for 𝗏𝗏, but he whipped on that one. 𝗪ζiko trying to beat him to that puck, but 𝗏𝗏 able to win that battle at the blue line. He sent 𝗕𝗏𝗺 in, but that pass was over his stick. 𝗵𝗲𝗹 gets the clear, and Tel Aviv will have to do it all over again. Ŵęrek right side to Kislev. All the way over to 𝗕𝗏𝗺. 𝗕𝗏𝗺 a drive. It was deflected over the post. That didn't miss by much. 𝗵𝗲𝗹 gets another clear. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 moves well through center ice. Throws one that has to be gloved and held by Artur Zalabyan. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 is 19 years old. He lives in Israel now, but he was born in the United States. Only 1 goal in 7 games played with Petah Tikva in the Israel Federation League this season. Steady puck-moving defenseman, but he's found himself caught a couple times. That's cost his team. 𝗕𝗏𝗺 a drive in front, and a great save by Zalabyan, and he's able to cover. What a save by Artur Zalabyan with the blocker, denying Sigal Kisluk a goal on the doorstep. It's Denis 𝗕𝗏𝗺 making the pass. 36-year-old dual Israeli-Russian citizen. A great feed from the high slot. Janello, a turning shot, is blocked up and into the rafters. Lining up behind the hash marks. Now they get set up in the offensive zone. Janello trying to spin it out in front, but he turned it over. Lukin breaking behind the play, but the pass from Ben Gurevich wouldn't find him. So Janello hustles back, but Volez putting on some good pressure. Second effort by Janello, able to punch it away, so it's Max Buzz throwing one around the wall. Comes out to center ice where Nikita Lukin will regroup. Volez up ahead for Lukin. Lukin drags around Buzz, trying to go to the backhand, puck wouldn't come with him. Gurevich down low for Volez. Trying to feed one out in front, was broken up by Zadig. Now 𝗕𝗏𝗺 feeds one ahead for Ungerman, but it was broken up by Nauri. Tel Aviv in the middle of the change as Lukin brings one ahead. Lukin a shot and a save by Kreiner. An off-speed shot from Nikita Lukin in his off-stride. Almost fooled Daniel Kreiner. A good pad save, and it stuck to him, able to get the cover. 10:32 left to play in this third period. 𝗵𝗲𝗹 now only trailing by a goal. 𝗵𝗏𝗹 turns away from pressure, sends one down low to Rome. Has 𝗪ζiko cutting the goal, trying to find him, but 𝗏𝗏𝗺 broke it up. 𝗵𝗏𝗹 comes out of the circle. Trying to go back to the point for 𝗏𝗏𝗺. Ŵęrek got involved there. 𝗏𝗏𝗺 goes down to the ice. Ŵęrek hobbling a little bit. He'll turn back and go towards the bench. Ŵęrek had the puck come to his skates as he was drifting towards the bench, and luckily for his team that allowed a short breakout, but it's brought back in by 𝗬𝘁 for 𝗵𝗲𝗹. Now a collision on the far side and a blocker saved by Kreiner. Now another chance by 𝗬𝘁 and a good save by Daniel Kreiner. It deflects up and out of play. After allowing an early goal, Kreiner's look sharp. That's a good save on 𝗬𝘁. Or Rome with a good chance. He fanned on it, but then a good blocker saved by Daniel Kreiner and directing that one up and out of play. Steal off the faceoff by Kapulkin, and he'll race after this one. Here's Kapulkin in on goal. He's stopped by Zalabyan. sitting in the crease, and now he's able to squeeze his legs and get the whistle. It's a bit lucky the referee didn't see exactly where that puck was, because it was loose right in between his legs. Got a little bit of an early whistle, and that'll force a face-off to his left. Angus a clean win off the draw, and it's Jake Gnowry. Almost turned it over to Janello in the high slot, but instead it's 𝗏𝗺 coming away with this one for 𝗵𝗏𝗺. 𝗏𝗺 a shot, deflected on goal, and he dribbles in! They've tied the game! An awful break for Tel Aviv. It goes off of Ariel 𝗃𝗀𝗆 and drifts in here. We're gonna have another look at this one. 𝗃𝗀𝗆 gets down on one knee to block it. Kreiner got a piece of it, but it goes off the right skate of Daniel Kreiner and into the back of the net. 𝗵𝗏𝗆 has climbed all the way back from 6-3 down. And just like that, it's a new hockey game. Late in the third period, 9:21 left to play. 𝗵𝗏𝗆 scoring 2 goals here in the third, and here's 𝗃𝗀𝗄𝗏 looking to add to it, and he ripped one eye over the post. 2 goals for 𝗵𝗏𝗆 here in the third have tied this game. 𝗂𝗏𝗆 a shot from the point, saved by Kreiner. The rebound chance is covered up by Daniel Kreiner. Tel Aviv looked like they were cruising to their first win of the season. Looks like we're gonna have a penalty. Saw the referee motioning for a slash, I believe. Now a discussion going on in the 𝗵𝗏𝗆 zone, and it looks like it's going to be 𝗃𝗏𝗄𝗏 going off. Number 3 in blue for 𝗵𝗏𝗆. That 𝗃𝗏𝗄𝗏 played 3 seasons in the IEHL, part of the Russian pro system. 26-year-old out of Moscow. Last played 2014 and 15 in Vilnius. Tel Aviv to the power play with 𝗃𝗏𝗄𝗏 in the box. 𝗧𝗏 a shot and a pass saved by 𝗬𝗏. Back to the point for Janello. Fakes the drive. Bloom goes down again in front of the net. 𝗧𝗏 now back to the point for Janello. Over to 𝗬𝗏 left side. 𝗬𝗏 gets it over, and 𝗧𝗏 couldn't handle that hot pass. Hit along the boards again, Bloom going hard into the wall. It's Katz without a stick. He was the one who laid the hit. He lays another one now, but it comes back to the point anyway. Janello a drive, and a good save there from Artur 𝗬𝗏. Now Marziko calling for Katz to get off the ice. Now we're actually going to have a penalty. It's going to be Katz going to the box again, this time for a hold. He got caught without a stick and put on some illegal hits behind the net. His 3rd penalty of the game. And a 5-on-3 power play for Tel Aviv with a chance to retake the lead. Minute 20 left to go on the 𝗃𝗏𝗄𝗏 minor, but this one dribbles out of the zone. Tel Aviv will have to regroup. Janello pressured at the line by Nikita Lukin. 𝗬𝗏, his opportunity, also blocked by Lukin. So we see Tel Aviv now finally able to bring it in. The drop pass for Bloom, all the way over. Now back to Janello. 𝗧𝗏 left side. Drifts into the slot, hands it over to Janello. All the way over for 𝗬𝗏, he shoots one! Off the side of the net. And the left post comes off its board and we'll have a face-off. Great puck movement by Tel Aviv on that power play. Able to set it up for 𝗵𝗵𝗺𝗃. 𝗪𝗁 drifting along the point and then getting it back to Janello. That pushes the 𝗵𝗲𝗃𝗵 defense all the way to one side of the ice. 𝗪𝗃, a good opportunity there, not able to finish. Bloom back to Janello. Janello walks the line, he opens up, sends over to 𝗪𝗃. Back to 𝗧𝗏. 𝗧𝗏 a shot through traffic and it's gloved and held by Zilavian. 31 seconds left in the Voles minor. 𝗵𝗲𝗃 controls off the draw and they get a very important clear. That one courtesy of 𝗪. 𝗪𝗃 chips this one ahead. Janello able to bring it in. A good play by 𝗁, getting back, able to clear the zone. 𝗁, we mentioned before, part of that leadership team for 𝗵𝗲𝗃, also a member of the World Championship, this team for Israel. As 𝗧𝗏 brings this one in, sends one out of in front for 𝗃𝗀𝗃. The net off its post again. We'll have another face-off. 𝗃𝗀𝗃 not able to direct that good pass by 𝗪𝗁 on goal. First penalty is over. That's the only one left in the box, and he'll be there for another 38 seconds, unless Tel Aviv can score. 𝗧𝗏 sends it over to 𝗪𝗃, touch pass for 𝗃𝗀𝗃. Back to 𝗪𝗃, then 𝗃𝗀𝗃. One more time, it's 𝗪𝗃. Right side, Janello. He fakes the drive, drops it for 𝗧𝗏, has to get there quickly, and then turns it over to Voles. Voles trying to go across. Broke it up nicely in the neutral zone and then brought back in by Tel Aviv. 𝗧𝗏 in the final 9 seconds of the power play. Janello in the left circle. Sends one towards the goal and it's off the pad of Zilavian. Cat steps out of the box. 𝗪𝗃 turns away from Belyayev. Janello spins one over to 𝗧𝗏 out of his reach. He'll dive and punch that one to the corner. Centering feet out in front. No one was there to take it. Collected by Janello in the neutral zone, now off the clear from 𝗵𝗲𝗃. 𝗪𝗃 sends it in. Looked like Bloom might have been offside, but they play on. Bloom taken down, no call, and now 𝗂𝗏 able to clear this one ahead. 𝗵𝗲𝗃 in need of a change, they'll get it. Here's Belyayev working on 𝗀𝗏. Good hit by 𝗃𝗀𝗃. That frees the puck up, and now 𝗏 able to chip in only as far as the blue line. 𝗪𝗫𝗀 gets it around 𝗏. 𝗁 turns it quickly the other way. Now the net came off behind Daniel Greiner and a face-off. Fifth man coming out onto the ice for Tel Aviv. Face off to the left of Daniel Greiner with 5 minutes and 17 seconds left. Here's Gallia. Over for Ungerman, the pass was behind him. 𝗵𝗲𝗃 countering quickly. Only 2 men back for Tel Aviv, 𝗁. Shifts to the outside, looking to drop for Belyayev. Came instead to 𝗪𝗫𝗀. He has to punch it down to 𝗁. His feed for Tilson was away from him, and now here's Galiev. Galiev cuts in, he shoots one off the back of the net. Galiev able to hold it at the near red line. Hungerman trying to feed one out in front and went off the side of the goal. 𝗵𝘂𝗽𝗃. He drags and shoots one off the leg of Max Buzz and out of play. 4:30 to play in the third period. If you're just joining us, it's been a good one here at One Ice Arena. Ben Baruch with you on the call. Bat Yam trailed this game at 1.6-3. They did score the first goal of the game, but Tel Aviv controlled for much of the first and second periods, but Bat Yam in the driver's seat here in the third. It's 6-6. Tel Aviv still looking for their first win, and Bat Yam looking to keep pace with Netanya. There's a shot from Lukin, and it's patted aside. Netanya, Fulon, and Jerusalem leading the standings. Again, only 4 teams make the playoffs. This is just about the halfway point of the season. The All-Star game is on Tuesday, and then an exciting second half of the IEHL season coming up at the end of June as there's a shot from Janello, deflected high. Bobbled at the blue line and sent ahead out of the reach of Nikita Lukin. Janello frees the puck up, and a shot from the far wall by Shepelev goes wide. 𝗵𝘃𝗃 gets one through center. Voles will pick this one up. Here's Voles to the backhand, and it goes wide. Voles sends one out in front looking for Lukin. Couldn't get it. Lukin has it in front, and a good pad save by Kreiner, able to push it all the way to the corner. A strong right kick save from Daniel Kreiner, preserving the tie. Nikita Lukin, dangerous as ever, bringing it back in. Lukin cuts to the middle, and another good save by Daniel Kreiner. He's been shaky at times, but it's the score on the scoreboard that counts at the end of the day, and right now it's tied at 6-6, and Kreiner's made a couple of good saves in his hockey game, and he's a big reason why we are where we are. 3:06 left to play in regulation. Turnover, 𝗵𝘂𝗽𝗃. He shoots one, and I think that hit the post. Might have got a piece of the stick as well from Daniel Kreiner, but it stays out. Face off deep in the offensive zone for Bat Yam. Collected by Max Buzz though for Tel Aviv. Here's Ride. Getting on the forecheck, gets it around to 𝗵𝘃𝗃. Now centering feet out in front. Chopped up and out of play by Timur Galiev. Tel Aviv doing a good job of moving the puck in the offensive zone. Galiev coming from the high slot down to the near post, and he got a good chance, but got a little bit too much of that puck. It's a turnover at the blue line. 𝗵𝘂𝗽𝗃 gets on his horse, creates a 2-on-1. 𝗵𝘂𝗽𝗃, the drop pass from 𝗪𝘂𝗀𝗀 is taken away by Galiev. 𝗪𝘃 hustling back, riding up 2 forecheckers. 𝗧𝗏 looking to start a breakout. It was off the skate of the defenseman, and then 𝗪𝘃 able to pick it back up. Galiev on his backhand gets it around for 𝗪𝘃. Have his reach, but it comes to Bloom. Down low for 𝗪𝘃. Gets away from Tilson. Feed out in front for Galiev. Has a man open, it's Bloom. Galiev skates to the outside. 𝗧𝗏 will throw one back down low, but it's stopped by Tilson. Finds Kovles off the bench. Kovles. And now it's Lukin in for Bat Yam. Lukin a shot, saved by Kreiner. That fooled him. The follow-up chance by Voles is blocked on its way to the goal. Tense moments here in the third. Angus sends it back in. A lead pass ahead for Kapulkin. 2-on-0 with Janello. Kapulkin to Janello. Back in front. And a save by Zilavyan. Remember that opportunity? If the end result of this hockey game does not go Tel Aviv's way. Janello tried to get it back to 𝗃𝗁, but he fanned on the pass. And an easy save for 𝗪𝗏. Timeout called now by Tel Aviv with important offensive zone faceoff coming as Janello laughs his way back to the bench. What a chance that was for HC Tel Aviv to take the lead with just over a minute left in the third. Again, if this game remains tied at the end of regulation, we will head straight to a shootout. It's almost 3 o'clock and Shabbat is coming here in Israel. Ewerich's line out there for this offensive zone face-off. He's got 𝗃𝗁 and Bloom on his wings. He wins his face-off cleanly back to 𝗧𝗏, but a little bit too cleanly. He'll have to get this in the neutral zone. Smart pass away from trouble. And now Ewerichs will look to bring it ahead. Stopping and starting on Nikita Lukin, hands off to Janello. Janello feeds one out in front for Ewerichs. Gonna get that puck in a scoring position. 𝗃𝗁 goes back to the point, rides off 𝗵𝗏𝗹, but not Nikita Lukin. 𝗃𝗁 trying to muscle off Ethan Bloom, but it comes back onto the stick for Ariel 𝗃𝗁 for Tel Aviv. 𝗃𝗁 a shot, and it whistles wide. Lukin the other way with 34 seconds. 𝗵𝗏𝗹, the drop for Lukin. Lukin in front of 𝗵𝗏𝗹, the backhand chance and a save by Kreiner. 𝗵𝗏𝗹 out in front for Lukin, and he shot it off the leg and into the netting. 𝗵𝗏𝗹 trying to go home a little bit early. A couple of great chances on Daniel Kreiner, but he's up to the task again. Good team defense. I think it was Janello coming out to get his stick in the way of that shot. Now with 21 seconds remaining in the third period. Looking right behind 𝗵𝗏𝗹 on this face-off, but Tel Aviv can away with it. Comes to Lukin though, and he drives one wide. Janello lets that puck go past him into the neutral zone, and he'll bring it ahead himself off the pass from Galiev. Janello over to Ewerichs. Ewerichs one last chance with 2 seconds and 1, and we will head to a shootout. Tel Aviv picks up its first point of the season. They'll look for one more. We'll be right back with the shootout here from One Ice Arena. Just about set to go for this shootout. The second one that Bat-Yam is participating in, and they will have the first shot of the afternoon. Here's Gleb Voles moving quickly in on 𝗁𝗏. He stops up, and 𝗁𝗏 is stuck with him. Slowed down just enough to legally get that shot off. If you stop on a shootout, the attempt is void. Now it's 𝗵𝗺-𝗀𝗃𝗏 stepping onto the ice for Tel Aviv. He picks this one up in stride. 𝗀𝗃𝗏, he's stopped by Artur Zalavian.
Second shot, number
Speed is your friend if you're a shooter. Force the goaltender to come back quickly, but here is Nikita Lukin for Bat Yam. He goes in slowly. Lukin picking up speed to the backhand, he scores! Good shot by Nikita Lukin over the glove of Daniel 𝗁𝗏. Now it's Ethan Werik for Tel Aviv. He'll start slow also. He's poke checked away by Artur Zalavian. And now Artem Belyayev with a chance to seal the deal. He's had a great IEHL debut and now a chance to put this game away. Belyayev slowly goes through his legs, back in front, he scores! Good afternoon in Shabbat Shalom, Artem Belyayev with perhaps the goal of the season in the shootout. And Bat Yam able to recover from 6-3 down. They take this one 7-6. Wow, what a play by Artem Belyayev. And a terrific game here from One Ice Arena this afternoon. This was a ton of fun. My name is Ben Baruch saying good afternoon and Shabbat Shalom wherever you find yourself this weekend. And we'll see you on Tuesday for the IEHL All-Star Game.